Hello and welcome to Kelly Legends Media. Okay, today I'm gonna do this little video about this young rapper. They call him Little Brazy. Okay, now it's not so much the fact that he gets pressed by the North and the South. Okay, some Sureños got up all in his shit, and some Norteños did also. Well, he went on No Jumper and he talked a good one, and he also raps about different things that could be offensive to both camps. Okay, this young kid is a blood. Okay, his dad's black, his mom's white, but this video is more about how he ended up this way and where he's headed to. And basically, the question is like, who's gonna step up, man, and embrace this kid, man, and get him under their wing and help him to maneuver through this life that he's living. And it's not really his fault. Okay, he comes from a family that's entrenched in gangs, both Bloods and Crips, and just like many of us, he grew up being exposed to all this. Okay, but let's listen to him explain things himself, and let's get to know this little kid a little bit better. Okay, this is from No Jumper. Okay, and that's where this video came from. So let's check this out here.
I beef with all the Northers.
That's the only thing worth mentioning.
Shit, you know what's crazy, bro? Like coming from like my city and my like I don't know. Everybody look at Utah like it's like some like it's like a good state or something. Like just remember that state. Nah, that shit janky. Like especially where we're from. Like that shit janky as fuck. I see some shit wrong.
So y'all from Salt Lake, right?
Nah, I'm from Ogden.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Ogden. I know a little bit about Ogden. I spent some time in Ogden.
Yeah,
I've been out there too.
I'm from
So
the trenches.
do you think Ogden is way more activated than Salt
Way
Lake?
more
It's not
activated.
even
There's
close.
way
It's
more
like,
I
gangs.
feel like
Everybody got buns out there. It's just like Chicago.
it's just
Not Swaziland.
It's a Swaziland, so I feel
From Ogden, Utah.
It's like Chicago.
What?
Turning it up.
We got to put the murder rate side by side of Ogden versus Chicago.
I think they do have like way more liberal or like gun laws that allow you to have
Yeah.
more straps.
An 18-year-old could go buy an AR-15 with a drop pin in the gun store
Wow.
if they have no charges.
And so,
That's a drop pin. That's a full.
what was your upbringing like, though? Like, what were your parents like?
My dad was never there, so
Okay.
he got locked up when I was younger,
Okay.
and my mom was there my whole life. She's the one who really raised me.
Okay, so you guys heard it. His dad was never there. Pops was always locked up, so Pops obviously was probably with the business. And Moms was around, but Moms was doing her little thing too. But let's see what else he has to say about his upbringing.
Like, we had ended up getting kicked out of our apartment, so I started couch hopping with the homies and shit. And like, I was staying with my stepmom for a little bit, and then just like, I don't know, started doing this rapping shit, man. Focusing on that after I got out of DT.
So, why do you think you're so drawn to the streets?
My cousins and my uncles, just everybody around me. It was just like the environment I grew up in, you know what I mean? It was all gang.
Okay.
Is it predominantly like white or is it mixed race or is it predominantly black?
Me and my dad black.
Oh, your dad black.
Yeah, so my whole family's like.
Your biological father or
Yeah,
your
my
step?
biological father.
Oh, so you have black?
Yeah.
Okay. I would
not have known
Can we get a 23 and me or something?
Yeah.
My dad's like, I don't know how to explain it. He's like, I'm pretty sure, no, he's black and Puerto Rican. He's like a light skin. He's one of the lighter color.
Okay, I can see it now.
I would not have known that.
I was gonna ask.
So this guy is he's explaining his ethnicity, and if you look at him, the kid looks straight white. Okay, he looks like a little boy that's not cut out for this. He's 15 years old, and he has he has a child himself. So yeah, dude's doing a lot at 15. But let's continue here and hear what else he has to say about his young life.
Earlier, which of your parents was black and which was white as a joke, but and then you just confirmed that that was a real thing. So I actually wish I had guessed that because that would have looked very, very powerful. But okay, so when did you start getting in trouble when you were in school, or like what kind of kid were you in elementary school and shit?
Elementary school, I was good up until 5th grade. I started like being a little badass kid, and like we'd get out to recess, and I'd walk home. Because I got sick of school, like first recess, I'm talking 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking home like I was at the end of school for 30 fucking minutes. I put my backpack away, went and grabbed it again and left. And then like when I hit junior high, it all got bad. I lasted through 7th grade and 8th grade, but then like the starting of this, like 9th grade, I got kicked out for some bullshit.
Well, what happened in 9th grade?
Some little chap tried to stab me in the locker room, and I whipped out Blick on him.
Wait, what?
And his bitch ran out. And his bitch ran out and got the SRO, like the school cop. And they started telling. He started telling right in front of my eyes, like right there.
Whipped out a strap on his kid and tried to poke him in
He's
school.
like, yeah, I ain't doing that. I got locked up for like 6 months for bringing a gun into his school. I'm lucky I ain't shoot that bitch.
Well, I feel like the street code in 9th grade, like people are a lot less likely to follow it. Like I feel.
Okay, he says the kid was lucky that he didn't shoot him. I think little Brazy's lucky that he didn't shoot him because he'd be in the joint and I don't know, man. Even going through juvenile hall, YA, whatever they got for kids these days, it would be all bad for him. You know what I mean? They see some young, soft kid going in there, especially if he has a mouth on him and talk smack, man, they'll run that fool like nobody's business through the ringer, you know?
Like there was a lot of talent when I was in junior high, for sure.
There was a lot of telling, but it's just like if you go whip something out on me, you know what I mean, and bang something on me, like if you gang bang, you gotta follow a certain code, like you know what I mean, like at the end of the day, if you gang bang, you're following that code.
Right.
So like that's like saying like, you know, like if Lush were Lush snitch, that's breaking the code. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter how old you are. If you want to gang bang, you gotta follow a certain like. That's what comes with gangbanging. That's what comes with this shit.
Right. Okay. Why'd you start bringing a gun to school?
Because for me, my life was in danger. For me, the opposite.
Even before that, it felt like on a consistent basis.
Yeah, like, and I was like blowing up off that AA Uwe shit that Chris Brown had posted. So I was like first blowing up off of that. So like I felt like everybody just kept throwing me. Like I had caught a couple fades, got jumped. So I was just like, yeah, I ain't going for it. Man.
Okay, this kid's 15. And he's already been through this in school, you know, like they're on him already. So he's always having to be fighting with people. And he says that he felt like his life was in danger. So he started carrying a strap to school. Almost shot this kid who tried to stab him. He ain't got no dad to give him no direction, talk to him about this or do something, go to the school and do something to help this kid. But I think more than anything, this young kid wouldn't be going through all this is if he had his dad and his mom there talking with him, listening to all this stuff that he's going through and making changes, whether they have to move him to different schools and get him out of that environment that has him thinking all this gangster shit. You know what I mean? This kid is headed for a wreck. Okay. If he continues down this road, I don't see him getting built up into a person that could handle and do the things that people rap about and be part of the streets and be part of. He claims to be a blood. Can you imagine that? This guy right here claims to be a blood. I don't know, man. I've met a lot of bloods, man. I never met a blood that looked like this kid or acts like this kid. And I'm gonna tell you and show you why I'm saying what I said right now. But let's listen a little bit more to his story and before I go to the next video.
Wow.
So I started bringing Blick around.
Was that you're talking about the first freestyle that you did where you got like the longer hair kind of and all that? That went super.
And Chris Brown just happened to see it.
Chris Brown was the first one to see it, posted it, went on Thrizzler, everything else. It was just up from there.
Wow, that must have been crazy to even get that level of attention as a young ass kid.
I was 11.
Right. And did it feel like everybody started to like pay a lot more attention to you at that point, like in a negative way as well?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden.
It was just like, cause I had homies and shit, but like my homies stayed real, and then there was just like the people around started like, I don't know, acting weird. You know what I mean? People would like, I had more ops after I started rapping. I don't know how to explain it. Like my name was more known. Everybody knew me. It was like,
right.
And it was just in my city at the time. Like I was really just popping in my city. Like I was just like a city name.
Okay. This kid actually got signed, I believe, to OTR Records, and that's the same record company that Lefty Gunplay signed to. Excuse me. He has a manager, okay? His manager's with him in this next video that I'm going to show you. But all they're thinking about is money. I'm sure that's what all his family's thinking about, what kind of money this guy can bring in. But this kid's life is literally in danger, okay? We're going to check out this video right now, and you'll see exactly why I say something like that about this. This is crazy.
Done this, niggas?
You done dishing Norte though? Are you done dishing Norte, nigga?
Yes! Yes! I don't fucking see it like that, bro! Please stop!
Break it down. Listen.
Please stop talking! Bro, what is this? Bro, I thought he was coming to kick it! Bro, I thought he was cool, nigga. I did not come here for this. Hey, let me call my mom's.
Look, there's white people here, nigga.
He wants to call his mom. Okay? You guys heard it? He wanted to call his mom. Okay? And there's other videos of this kid out there. There's one that they take his phone, kick him out of the van that he's in, and he runs to a friend's house, and the doorbell camera catches everything, right? This kid's walking around in the yard crying, asking the guy inside, call my mom, call my mom. He even tells those kids that or whoever those people are that were messing with him and took his phone, oh, you just watch, I'm going to call my mom. I don't know if his mom has some type of, I don't know, some type of juice in the neighborhood, or maybe knows certain people that she could talk to go and respond for this kid. But this kid is claiming to be a blood. He just got jacked for his phone. In that last video you just seen, you know, some guys from up north, some norteños, had him and punked him right there at the pad. You know what I mean? And right away, let me call my mom. Let me call my mom. A little mama's boy, little white boy. You know, he thinks he knows what's up, and he's trying to be a part of something that he's not built for. You know, his dad being around would have did him so much good, especially if his mom and dad were together working with him. That's why it's bad to make kids and just leave them with the mom. You know, you have to make some type of commitment to stay at least until they're 18 years old. You know, that was my goal with my kids, good, bad, or otherwise. I just wanted to be there at least until they were 18 years old. And one of them went to prison, turned 18 in prison. The other one was able to stay out. And the youngest one was able to stay out, but grew up living with his older brother because I was in prison. Both me and my middle son were in prison at the same time. So I wasn't there for them until they were 18, but that was my goal. I got arrested, went to prison, so I failed that. And, nevertheless, that's what we got to try to do as men, man. Take care of our children as long as we can, do the best we can. um I did a lot of things in front of my kids that they shouldn't have been exposed to. Not a whole lot, but I got in a couple of beefs in the street while they were in the car, them and their mom, with crowbars and getting off at King Taco, and with pipes and stuff. And they always seen me with straps. I'd be working on my car, and I'd have a 357 laying on the engine while I'm working. Um, so they grew up exposed also. Not so much, but still, I did that. I made that mistake. That's a mistake that's been made with this kid. He's been exposed to gangs, to gang activity. His uncles are from Bloods, some are from Crips, but his family's gang related. But nobody's caring about this kid, thinking, hey, man, this kid's going to get killed. Because that's going to happen eventually if he doesn't change his course, his direction. He's, one of these crazy youngsters are going to run up on him one day and put one in him. You know what I mean? He's just not built. He's not cut out for this. You heard him crying for his mom. Like I said, if you go in there and you look up little Brazy gets pressed, you'll find other videos that the kid just pees on himself every time. He's not that guy. You know what I mean? 15 years old, he has a baby. Hey, little Brazy, man, if you catch this, man, worry about that little baby and your career, man, and stop fucking around, talking shit about Norte, about Sur, all that stuff. Leave that shit alone, man, because it's a different life than you think, man. You're seeing what you're seeing, your uncles do and stuff, but they're different. I'm not gonna get into it, but they're a different breed, a different type of person. I don't mean breed by color. I'm saying they're just a different breed by nature, their nature. You know what I mean? Just like I'm a different breed than you. You're in the wrong game, Papa. Kick back, do your rap, and take care of your little baby, and do your best, man. And just know that you do need some type of counseling or something, somebody that could help you, man, make decisions and maneuver through life, because you're in a bad situation. Anyways, so my video for today, little Brazy. Good luck with your career, man. I hope it takes you somewhere, and you get rich and you're able to move on. Move on. Maybe, hopefully, I know you were saying you're having problems with your baby's mama, but maybe you'll be able to move on with your baby, and spend time with him and provide for him, and move on with your life. And separate yourself from all that madness, man. It's gonna get you killed, man. Be careful. This is my video for today, people. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And let's watch out for the youngsters, man. The youngsters that grow up around us. Like, there's youngsters that live in my apartments and around in my neighborhood. I try to give them the best advice possible. You know what I mean? Even if their decision is to get in the neighborhood and to be part of a neighborhood, I give them the best advice for that, where they could survive and maneuver. But in the end, the best thing is just to stay away and do life right, man. Find yourself a career. If rapping's going to be it, do your thing, man. But if you're going to be rapping and talking and running your mouth, chances are that call is going to be answered one day, and might be all bad. That goes for the norteño rappers and the sureño rappers and the black rappers. We see a lot of them. We lost a lot of young men, basically just for banging, just from the mouth. And yeah. Anyways, man, those are my wishes for everybody. Stay free, people, and of course, stay alive. That's the main thing. Stay alive. Stay free. Stay out of prison. There's nothing nice in there. Trust me, you won't like it. God bless you. God bless your families. Hope to see you on the next video. And thank you for watching this one. If you're still with me and you came this far with me through this video, don't forget to hit them like buttons. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscription button down below. Press the notification bell and set it on all, so you'll be notified whenever a new video goes down or if we go live. Okay? Thank you very much.